Today we're going to talk about how to get your real estate license, step by steps, and what to prepare for along the way. Hello everyone, welcome to Limitless Realty. My name is Arfan Vala, licensed agent with a top producing brokerage office in the state of Virginia. Let's jump right to it. First thing you're going to need to do to get your license is sign up for a pre-licensing course. For this, you can choose different platforms for whether in-person courses or online courses. Making this decision is really subjective and it depends on you, how you learn best, what your schedule is like, and what benefits you the most. Another thing that could tie into this is the requirements for your state. Virginia has 60 hours of studying, New York is 75, and Texas is 180, so it definitely varies. Consider that before you go forward. Within the step, if you study consistently and review relatively well at the end, you should be fine to pass your final. A quick note, by the way, for those of you who are taking the online course, do consider that you will need a proctor at the end. You prepare for this in advance so you don't have to worry about it last minute. Now, the second step is passing your real estate license exam. Just the easy part, nothing to worry about. It's definitely something you should not underestimate, however. It doesn't matter how well you studied, make sure you review well. Even though you can retake the test, why would you waste that time? It's not even that much about the money of the application fee that you have to do every single time. It's more about the time that you waste between takes. Now, there is also two portions to this test, national and state. Prepare for each of these. I personally made a mistake of not preparing well for the state portion and I had to retake it. And again, the waste there was my time. Now, the next step is applying for your actual license. This you can do independently or through a brokerage. I would personally recommend doing it through a brokerage. It just makes the transition a lot more seamless. Now, one thing I would also recommend is finding your brokerage in advance. While you're preparing for your tests and such, find a brokerage you like to work with and go speak to them again in advance, maybe after you pass your test or when you're about to go take it. Doing this will basically guarantee you a position with that office, and that way you have an easier transition into the business itself. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is the finances required for this process and afterwards. It's something that a lot of people don't prepare for as well as they should. For example, for your pre-licensing courses, it could range anywhere from $200 to $500 depending on which you choose. For your real estate license exam itself, it could range anywhere from $60 to $80 or a little bit more or less. That depends on your state. There's also another one that comes after, which is the fee to get your license itself. For me, it was $170 in the state of Virginia. It might vary depending on your state. There are also going to be fees involved with joining a brokerage. Again, that varies. I can't give you an exact answer because that depends on the brokerage. So it's something that's good for you to prepare for in advance. Another thing to consider is on top of it all, you will have to pay a fee to join your national and state real estate association. And this is basically a necessity, even though it's technically optional. If you don't do this, you don't have access to a lot of data. So prepare for all this stuff. All in all, I would say put aside approximately $1,500 or so for this process, just so you're ready. Could be less, could be more. Highly doubt it for it to be more than that, but it will be approximately around that price range. Prepare in advance. Thanks for watching the video, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys next week.